Hello, trans youth. My name is Erica. The topic this week is our changing insecurities. As we continue to transition, do things like small breasts or facial hair, and we become more insecure about the kinds of things a regular woman would be. We're just starting to transition. A lot of trans-related issues play a large role in our confidence and our self-esteem. If we have facial hair, does it show? People tell. What about our hairline? Or how does our voice sound? Or our body? These are things that fill your mind when you're beginning to transition. Can fill it to the extent where nothing else exists. Everything can be taken up by trans issues. If you look female enough, is your voice feminine enough? How do people read you on the phone? How do people read you in a store? These are huge things, but as we get older, they don't totally go away, but they become less important. We learn to live our lives despite these things and to get past them. It's easy to get caught up on physical things like how your voice sounds. There's people that are so distraught about their voice that they have to have surgery. They spend a lot of time and money with voice coaching, that are so unhappy with their bodies they have to have surgery after surgery to change things, or maybe they feel that they won't be better as a woman unless they have large breasts and they get implants, or they get FFS, or they get their chin changed. And these things are all perfectly fine if you have a good reason for doing it. If that's how you want yourself to be, that's fine, but there's certainly people out there that get surgery after surgery they feel that they have to look and sound a certain way in order to be a woman and to get along in society. I still think about the physical things and I criticize myself. I get nervous about how people look at me and what they see. But it's not so much about whether or not I pass. I just want to be seen as best as I can be. I worry about what people think of me. I worry about first impressions, and yeah, I want to look great and walk down the street and have people check me out. I think that that's perfectly normal to feel that way. But I feel that way in terms of being a woman. I don't feel that way in terms of being trans. After you've been out in the world for a few years, a lot of these minor details stop mattering. You stop thinking about your voice all the time, whether or not you pass on the phone. It just doesn't really matter. This is coming from my own experience where I really haven't had a problem with my voice. And even with my appearance now, I don't worry about if someone reads me as female or not. It's just not something that I think about anymore. And I occasionally do get red. It does happen. No matter how good you look or how long you've been out, this will happen. But when you get older, when you've been transitioning for, a bunch of years, it's just not really that important whether people know you're trans or not. You care about whether people respect you, or whether people love you, or how well people treat you, and whether they know you're trans or not, it doesn't really seem to matter. I know most of my coworkers probably know. I know some of them definitely know, but it doesn't change how they treat me.